stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cut! 20!
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Now watch one. Watch one.
On first down, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. D Ford, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10 at the 45.
65.
Check 59. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Mike to 59. Go on.
I got you.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
QB's trash. Let's go.
13. Hey, seam 6.
Check. 59.
Hey, gun.
I'm coming after you. Mike starts.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
21.
Garoppolo Garoppolo to try again on second down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock. Check nickel.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 3-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 9. At at the 4-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11.
Here's the party now.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 96 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and 2, gone. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Henderson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 99. Check 99.
Yes, sir.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
X3, 218, chopper. Orange.
Goff on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Kirchman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
Mike 58, right there.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's caught by Saleh. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Hey, whoa.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This is Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's 21-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wait, please.
59. Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me.
12.
It's just me and you.
Back up.
The final shot before break here. Goff. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
11.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You don't want
to throw. It's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Niners 28, Rams 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Still going. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's gone.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. On first and goal, Gurley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Gone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Turn up.
They'll give it here to Brown. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
54. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
Check motion, 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 motion.
Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check.
Horrible.
54.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 58, right there. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. Third down here.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Here we go.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Natson. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Los Angeles.
59, Mike, 59.
What's that?
On 1st down, gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Try to get it to Woods, and now it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7. Go, 12, let's go.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Wait. Hey, kill.
What we got?
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They're running with Gurley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. We got double tight. Double tight. No. 3 down.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Right here. We got to step it up.
I got this.
The mic. 58's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I'm coming for you, son. Shit.
They will run again with Coleman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here's Natson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. Open man right side is Cup. Complete. 25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Goff on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but it'll be second down. On second and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Looking for Woods that time, and it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On fourth down, Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Rams on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go, let's go!
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hogs and picking passes off.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. From the 50, it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12, Ric Flair. Super.
Back to throw. Gone. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, 29 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it